Page 368, Remember When. This composer is a well-known contemporary composer. He's done a number of books. If you're looking for music to sight read, contemporary type music, it's got some dissonances in it and rhythms and good music as far as I'm concerned for sight reading. You get his level 1, 2 books and so forth. Sight read through them, just enjoy them. They're really nice. I'm a big fan of Dennis Alexander. I have playlists on some of his books I've done lessons on. Well, let's see what we got. It was 2 pages long, treble, bass, clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. If you look at the end, we're kind of here. That sounds odd. Well, it's a 7th chord because he is a contemporary composer and they like 7th chords. It's sort of a jazzy chord, but it's in C major. Do the scales and arpeggios for both, so C major and A minor. And 3/4 time signature. Let's take a look at each hand separately because things are moving. The fingering they're suggesting here is 1 and 2. This keeps you in a 5-finger position, and that's okay. And you could use this practice anyway because you need to be able to do that without looking at the keyboard. However, I would not use that fingering. I would just go and then reach up. If your hand's too little and you can't reach that, then this doesn't work. Another fingering you can try is to start with 2 here. So it's sort of you reach up 1. So just 2, 1. Or you can do a 1, 2. Pick something, and your teacher will pick something, but do all of these patterns like this the same way. I'm going to go, I have large hands, so I'm just going to go there. And then reach down. And reach down. Measure 8, let's look at that. It confuses some people. We have 2 voices. The top voice is the G, you just hold it out. The bottom voice is the CB. Together. And that's how they write it. It's indicating 2 voices. In fact, we could have had 2 voices going right from the beginning. It's just both voices are doing the same notes. Yeah. And now they split up. And they lift up and come up. Now, however you do this, you can do that because that's a black. You can do that. Or you can do, that doesn't work too well here. But I'm still going to do a 1, 2, 3. This is measure 9. Let's crunch up. Now measure 17 here. And then coming down, I would do a 1, 2, 4 for measure 19. Because measure 21, we got to go back up. And then 1, 2, 4 again for measure 23. And then for measure 25, I just reach up as 2, 4, 5 here, because I'm not going as far. You can figure this chord in measure 25 however you choose to, or however your teacher chooses you to, but I just reach up and do that. It's close to this, except I've been here. I'm just moving up a little bit. And then measure 26, it's bass clef. You just have to lift up and move. And then treble clef for measure 28. And then come down. Here. Left hand, what's it up to? Well, 1, 2, 3. 1, 5 works fine on these if you want to use it. That's okay. Usually do on measure 9, I usually do second finger on the. You can use thumb if you want, but I like second finger. I like to stay out here. So forth. Okay. A lot of broken chords and so forth. Now measure 17, we're here, and then treble clef. You just reach up, move. You can't connect it, but pretend you can. So again, you might have to practice that, going from here to here. Not a quick jerky motion or nothing, just lift up and move. And down here, because you see the clef sign keeps changing. The last line, measure 29, that is here with an 8/8 above it, so it's up here. And then bass clef, and then CG, And the last measure is a C with an 8V8 under it, so you go down. If you have a short keyboard and you don't have it, just play the lowest C you have. It's close enough. Now, once I have an idea of the fingering for each hand and rhythm and so forth, then I try to put the hands together, and I'll probably hesitate, but that's okay right now. I just want to know which fingers are working together. So I go through it, I put the hands together. Now, when you're moving around, it can get tricky. Let's go to measure 16. We're here. I want to go here, here, and here. Well, it doesn't work real well. Both hands are moving. Yeah, I don't know about that. So maybe we need to accommodate this a little better. And the right hand, I'm going from here to here. I can just stay here. It's all one finger. I could just do that. So I could finger that 2, 4, 5 in measure 17. That way the right hand's not moving. It's only the left hand. Just reach here. This is here already. So now measure 24, I'm here. Measure 25, the right hand goes here, not far, and the left hand goes here. That is far. At the same time, opposite directions, different distances. Well, good luck with that. We practice it. In measure 24, I'm here, and I just glance at that right quick, and then look away and look down here. So I don't have to study it. I glance at it, and I can still see it in my head, even though I'm not looking at it anymore. And then I go there. And I get where I can do that without looking. That way I can focus on the left hand. So I'm here. You're sort of doing both at the same. The pedal will help, but we want to try and do this without pedal as best we can anyway. Don't use the pedal as a crutch. Try and do this with your fingers and hands as best you can. Now, when you get to measure 28, you're here, and measure 20 here. I suggest here, go ahead and get your right hand down here where it goes. That way, when you go to measure 30, you're just moving the left hand. So we work out these hand movements so it doesn't mess up the beat. Then once I have the hands together, then I'll go back over it, maybe a line or two at a time, and get rid of any hesitations. You can go as slow as you need to, not important right now. It's no hesitations. After I can do that, I'll think about the articulation, and this is very connected. Your head, lift up, lift. You have to lift up because it's too far to connect it. The left hand, I would suggest you to connect all this left hand together if you can. So when I get the second measure here, and I want to go on, I'm going to lift up in the right hand, but I'm going to connect that. So, lift up. And again, I connect that in the left hand. I'm lifting up in the right. Don't recommend using 2-note slurs in the left hand there. You can, it's interpretation. People might do it. I don't know. It just looks to me like he's not drawing slur lines across bar lines, and that's actually quite common. There was a time, a long time ago, when they didn't draw. You just understood that a slur line was a slur line. You didn't always lift up before and after it. You still do. Hopefully you know that. So understand, just because these slur lines in the left hand are just per measure doesn't mean that's how you're going to phrase it. They're not phrases. They're slurs. You can connect it all. But in the right hand, I think these are more like phrases. So once I have the articulation in, then I add the dynamics. It applies to the melody, which in the most, well, on the first page is the right hand. Here, moderately loud. This, soft in the background. Don't play them the same. That ruins it. That really ruins it. Keep the left hand out of the way. There you have a diminuendo at measure 8 here. Softer, and the left hand can go softer, softer. Can it die away? You don't slow down necessarily, you're just getting softer because of measure 9. Now you're moderately soft here, and that's very soft. Measure 17, you're loud, naturally, and then you come down and soft, blah, 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 blah. At the end, it's going to end at soft and slow down. Now, once I have that, the dynamics, okay, we do the speed. Andante cantabile. Well, andante is kind of a stroll. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Cantabile is a singing style. It's not a speed. You think singing. Sing it to yourself. La 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 la. Quietly, please. No Glenn Gould here. We don't need to hear you hum. Just quietly. Sing it to yourself. I do a lot of this kind of thing away from the piano. I practice mentally away from the piano. I'll be singing these melodies and things and the pieces I'm working on in my head, experimenting with getting louder or softer or different articulation in my head away from the piano. So then when I get to the piano, I can try it out and see if I really like it or not. Now they've added pedal. I always add pedal last. Well, I say last, actually the interpretation comes because pedaling is part of the interpretation, how you pedal. It's very legato. It's lag pedaling. The notes go down first and then the pedal. I'm going to change the notes, change the pedal right after I play the notes. That's pedaling pretty much throughout. Now they do have pedaling every 2 measures, like a measure 17 it's here. I kind of think they want that foggy. They want that misty, blurry sensation. It has to do with memory, I guess. I'm not sure. Measure 25, there you're pedaling it through several measures because it's all one chord. Then go up, change, and then hold it down now to the end, all the way to the end. And then the pedal and the hands all come up together. Now, if that sounds is okay to you, that's fine, go with it. I'm not so sure I care for like in measure 6. To me, that's a little too blurry. I can tolerate the blurriness over a measure 17 because it's a different effect. It's kind of blurry, huh? So I can tolerate that, but I would like a clean sound over here. Here. I don't know how deep you want to get into this or how well you, because we adjust things. So you keep in mind the music provided here is a schematic of the overall sound the composer had in mind. It's not necessarily exactly what you're going to do when. I mean, sometimes in classical music it is. I wouldn't mess with Beethoven too much. But a lot of this stuff is just a schematic. So here, to get the effect I want, I have to finger pedal the first note. I got to hold it down. That's because I don't want to pedal it with the hand, with the pedal. I'm going to pedal here to connect it. I want to connect this. I could start with a 4th finger and connect it, but I got to keep going down. So I'm going to connect it. I'm only going to pedal at the end of the measure long enough to connect the notes. But I'm finger pedaling the first note. Because if I had the pedal down, that would sound. And so instead of the pedal, I'm using the finger. Yeah, it's a different technique. But to me, it gives a clean melody, and I still get the legato I'm after. Now on measure 8, I don't pedal until the second beat. I don't want it this. I don't want both of those, so it's here. But I can still hold it down until I get the pedal down, and then we can go up. You get the idea? Different ways of interpreting the music. Using the pedal to enhance or complement the sound rather than just blindly doing whatever the music is saying. See, in these books, they keep the pedaling pretty simple for you. You got enough to think about. But I'm a mean teacher, so I make it complicated because I'm more interested in the sound than how convenient it is to you. Well, but I'll leave the pedaling up to you and your teacher. You want to pedal it just like it's shown, that's up to you. But I've given you options here. Now, just as well go ahead and mention it. There is an option here. You keep in mind, and teachers don't agree on this. It's just, that for measures 28 and 29, you're here. You could play all of that in the right hand. Just reach up. Here. If you do that, you're not squished this way. And I find it much easier to do that. Here. That way, I go ahead and get the left hand down here where it's ready to go, and then I just focus on getting the right hand down. Here. But if you want to do it the way it's written, and some teachers insist you got to do it the way it's written. So if it's written in that bottom staff, you use the left hand. And I very much disagree with that. I'll use any hand to play any note in either staff at any time. It's entirely up to me. Yeah, so there. Keep in mind at the end, the last two measures, when I play this note, I still want to hear that. Don't drown it out. And this is dying away here. I want to hear that when I play that. So keep it really soft. You're just kind of stroking it with the hand, just very gently. Don't tense up and try and push it down slowly. That doesn't work. Just very gently stroke it with the hands. It'd be different on different pianos, so good luck with that part. Let's play this together slowly. Slow anyway, but slower than that. To check the notes and the rhythms. I'm going to pedal it like I suggested so you can see it better. I'll give us 3 counts. I'm not going to do the dynamics. We're checking notes and rhythms here. 1, ready, go. 3, 2, 3, off.